So I have to supply them with a regular supply of twigs so they can build their nests. And I just threw a big handful of new twigs and they're going crazy. That's Graham, who's going up and down. He's just grabbing. You like those new twigs, huh? Good boy. And that's his, oh, and that's Francois. Francois always picks on Graham. Francois, don't be a dick. Just mind your own business. Graham, you're so sweet. When I go in to feed them, Graham always comes right down. He's the sweetest one of all of them. You can go, Graham. I've thought about segregating the aviary, putting a wire mesh in between so that he can have some peace. And I guess I'll eventually get around to doing that. You guys are good. So Graham and his lady have laid 2 eggs in the past. And what I have to do is I switch out the eggs for fake eggs, because when I adopted these from the pigeon rescue, I had to sign a contract saying I wouldn't let them breed because there's already too many pigeons. So they sent these two each, because I guess that's how much their clutch usually has. So I've got 4 of these fake eggs. So as soon as she lays one, I have to switch it out for one of the fake ones. And then when she lays her second one, switch it out for the second. And then she sat there for, I don't know, it was a few weeks. She sat there on them and then they didn't hatch. So they kind of, I could tell they'd given up because the eggs were kind of outside of the nest and they were kind of abandoned. So I could tell they had given up on those eggs. And the couple on top, Francois and Xana, I can't remember. One of the girls is Zai and one is Xana. I don't remember. But Francois and his mate, they haven't laid any yet. They keep trying to make nests. They're on the top platform. They keep trying to make nests, but their nests are not that great. Pigeon nests are generally not that great. But actually, Graham here, where is he? There he is. Him and his lady, they make really good nests. It was all lined with grass and it was quite nice. So this is what they do. Just some new twigs to make some work on their nests. And there's my bunnies next door in their pen. At first, the pigeons were afraid of the bunnies. When I first got them and put them in here, the bunnies would be hopping around down there and they were like, what is that? But now they don't. They don't bother each other at all. Actually, the bunnies, I feed Graham and his lady on their shelf because Francois, the meanie, he will pick on them and not let them eat. So I feed them up there. So when they're eating, they're messy eaters and they throw the seeds everywhere and it goes through the wire into the bunny cage, and the bunnies love it. They go searching for all the seeds that have been kicked around. But boy, Graham, you are busy. So happy with all those twigs. Oh, and there's Francois. Why you gotta be like that? I don't know if I got another pair, if having that extra male for Francois to worry about, then Graham wouldn't get all the aggression. Luckily, Francois and his lady, they don't go on to Graham's platform. They don't ever go on there. I know Francois tried one time and Graham really gave him what for, and so he won't go on there. I don't know why Graham doesn't stick up for himself as much when he's on the floor, but so they each have their shelves, their own private shelves to make their nests and hang out on. Because I didn't know this before, but pigeons in the wild were birds that nested and hung out on cliff edges. So they don't really, I used to have more of these branch perches in there, but they don't ever really go on there because that's not what they do in the wild. They like flat surfaces. So that's why they're always on roofs and the tops of walls and the ground. They like flat, not trees. They don't. You're never going to see them perched in trees. And I never really noticed that before until I got these guys and I did a little research. But anyway, just a little pigeon update.